Hello students, how are you all? I have already given you the 3 videos on equation of line. The concept has been made clear. Now children, today I am going to give you the application of those concepts. For that we will go through the sums of exercise 14D as well as 14E. So come along with me, we'll try to solve the sums together. Coming to exercise 14D, question number 3, third part. Equation of line. I have been given 2 equations. You just read the question along with me. 3x plus 2y is equal to 5. I have to prove whether this line is parallel to the second line, x plus 2y is equal to 1. Now remember the concept that for the lines to be parallel, slopes should be equal of both the equation. Since it is in equation form, so I am using slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form. See children, 3x minus 5 is equal to minus 2y, or 3 upon minus 2x minus 5 over minus 2 is equal to y. So m1 is minus 3 by 2. Similarly, second equation also, x minus 1 is equal to minus y, or x upon minus 2 minus 1 upon minus 2 is equal to y. So m2 is equal to minus 1 by 2. You can very well see that m1 is not equal to m2, so given lines are not parallel. Now moving on to the same lines, the second question which will clear your concept of parallel and perpendicularity. Come to question number 13 and 14. I will do in comparison. Question number 13, question number 14. See, though a very little difference between the two. Question number 13, I have been given 5 comma minus 3 and equation is x minus 3y is equal to 4. I have to find the equation of line which is parallel to the given line. Parallel to the given line. Parallel I said. In question number 14, again I have been given the point minus 2 comma 1 and I have to find the equation of line which is perpendicular to the given line. Perpendicular to the given line. So here the condition is perpendicular and over here question number 13 the condition is parallel. I am using the small symbols for that and you must know them very nicely now. Writing, because this equation will be used for finding the slope. Without slope I cannot frame the equation. X minus 4 is equal to 3y, or x upon 3 minus 4 upon 3 is equal to y. So m1 is equal to x by, not x, coefficient of x 1 by 3. Since the lines are parallel, so m1 is equal to m2, where m1 is the slope of the given line and m2 is the slope of the line to be found. So m2 will be 1 by 3 because in parallel lines the slopes are equal. Hence m1 is equal to m2 is equal to 1 by 3 using 1 point form. Y minus y1 m into x minus x1 or y minus minus 3. The point given above is x1 comma y1 is equal to m1 in place of m you will take m2 1 by 3 x minus 5 and this is your required equation. After solving, get all the terms to one side and that is your required answer. Similarly, in this question, using slope-intercept form, you will get 5y is equal to minus 4x plus 6 or y is equal to minus 4 upon 5 x plus 6 upon 5. So m1 is minus 4 upon 5. I have to frame the equation of line which is perpendicular to. So what will be m2? I will take the condition m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Or this will be minus 4 by 5 into m2 is equal to minus 1, cancel minus, or m2 will be 5 by 4. Again using 1 point form, which you have to mention at the side because they carry marks. Y minus 1, 5 by 4, x minus minus 2, and do the needful. Needful means all the terms in the left hand side I have explained before also, and right hand side should be equal to 0. X should come in the first place, then y, then the constant term. This is the way of representing the questions of equation of line. Then comes the question, the line through a minus 2, 3. Again a different question in which two formulas of slope will be used. For example, question number 11, exercise 14D, question number 11, same method. A is minus 2 comma 3 and B is 4 comma B. So you have to find the equation of line which is this equation of line which is formed by these 2 points, which is perpendicular to 2x minus 4y is equal to 5. Means the question is that, see, in A and B you have one B unknown. So you cannot frame the equation of line until you know the value of B. Since the line, these two are perpendicular to each other, that means the slopes are perpendicular to each other. That means the slope of AB will be by using 2-point form. M is equal to B minus 3 upon 4 minus minus 2. And this is B minus 3 upon 6. This is M1. And M2 will be in the slope intercept form. 2x minus 5 is equal to 4y. Or you can say 2x upon 4 minus 5 upon 4 is equal to y. Or M2 is equal to 2 upon 4, 1 upon 2. Now M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. B minus 3 upon 6 into 1 upon 2 is equal to minus 1. Or B minus 3 upon 12 is equal to minus 1. Or B is equal to minus 9. You can calculate it. So see, I was given 2 points, so I used 2-point form. I was given slope intercept form, so I used the slope intercept form to find the slope of the second equation. Use the condition of perpendicularity. M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1, and see, there is the sum. So concept has to be very clear in your mind. The questions are very easy. Only after concept you will understand the language. Then come to question number 18. A7 minus 2, a very simple one again. A7 minus 2, there is a square given. You can go to the question. A7 minus 2, B is not given, C is minus 1, and I hope it is minus 1 and minus I think minus 6. So, and D is also not given, and this is a square given. There must be some reason of giving square here. Listen to me very carefully. I have to find the diagonal, equation of diagonal AC and the equation of diagonal BD. So for AC, I have to find slope first. MAC means slope AC. 2-point form, you know what to write, how to write. I am doing it directly to make you understand. Minus 2 minus 6 upon 7 minus minus 1. Minus 2 minus 6, 7 minus minus 1. The equation was 7 minus 2 minus 1 minus 6 it is here. So you can use minus 2 minus minus 6 over 7 minus minus 1. So this will be 4 upon 8. Minus 2 plus 6 plus 4, 7 minus minus 1, 1 upon 2. This is slope AC. Slope AC. Now, because it is a square, so you know that diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Because diagonals of square bisect each other at 90 degree. So, what will be the slope BD? Slope BD will be understood. M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. The condition of perpendicularity for slope BD. MAC into MBD is equal to minus 1. MAC you have already found. 1 upon 2 into MBD, that is slope of diagonal BD minus 1. Therefore, slope of diagonal BD is equal to minus 2. Now, both the slopes you know. AC also, slope AC also you know, that is 1 upon 2 and slope BD. Now, you have to frame the equation. So, using 1-point form for both, you can mention the form once in the question, then you carry on. For slope, for equation AC, the point A will be 7 comma minus 2, that will be x1 comma y1. You can take C also, but I taken A, y minus 2, m 1 by 2, x minus 7, and then calculate, get all the terms to the left hand side. For example, y plus 2 into 2 and x minus 7, or 2y plus 4 is equal to x minus 7, and get all the terms on one side. You can get x minus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. So this is your equation of diagonal AC. Now, problem is with diagonal BD. Why? Because I have the slope of diagonal BD, but I don't have any point on the diagonal BD. But I have told you that O is the midpoint and the common point between AC and BD. So midpoint means I will find O with the help of midpoint formula. AC is given to me, so 7 minus 1 upon 2 and minus 2 minus 6 upon 2. We have done this in distance section formula. Before also I made you explain this. 3 and minus 4. So this point O is lying on both the equations AC and BD. For AC we have framed the equation, so no need. For BD, 3 comma minus 4. I am writing here for BD 3 comma minus 4. 3 comma minus 4 will be taken as x1 and y1. So y minus 4, as slope of BD you have found minus 2, x minus 3, y plus 4 minus 2x plus 6, or 2x plus y minus 2 is your equation of AC. BD, AC we have already found, and equation of BD. So C, I was only given two vertices A and C. With the help of that and with the definition properties of square, I have found the diagonal BD also. So please keep in mind all the properties when you do the sums regarding to their figure also, because it was given square, so I have done like that. For rhombus also the same we will do, because diagonals also in rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree. The only difference between the square and diagonals is that the square, the diagonals are equal, but whereas in rhombus the diagonals are not equal. Then come to question number 22, the foot P. Just listen to me, question number 22, the point P is the foot of perpendicular. Very simple question. P is foot of perpendicular from A, and A is minus 5 comma 7 on the line 2x minus 3y plus 18, 2x minus 3y plus 18. So this is foot of perpendicular. Understood, I have to find slope using slope intercept form. This will be 3y or 2 upon 3x plus 18 upon 3 is equal to y. So my slope m1 is 2 by 3. Because perpendicular, so m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, or 2 upon 3 into m2 is equal to minus 1, or m2 is equal to 3 by 2. Now I have to find the equation of line of AP. I got the slope, pass through it using 1-point form. So A minus 5 comma 7 will become x1 comma y1, or y minus y1 m2 into x minus x1, or y minus 7, m2 is 3 by 2, x minus minus 5, and calculate to get the equation of line. So this is the question, foot of perpendicular. P was foot of perpendicular. This you know, I have done before also. The second part to be discussed, the coordinates of P. I have to find the coordinates of P. See, coordinates of P means I have to solve the given equation, that is 2x minus 3y plus 18. This was given to me and I found the equation 3x plus 2y plus 1. This I framed from the question using the condition of perpendicularity. This was given to me. So given equation, let it be 1. Framed equation, let it be 2. Solve them simultaneously to get the coordinates of P. I hope you have followed coordinates of P. To find the coordinates of P, the given equation and the framed equation to be solved simultaneously, and this full concept you have done very nicely in 9th standard. So you can find the points. You will get 1 point x, the second point y, and that will be your coordinates of P. You will write in the ordered form. Ordered form means you will write in round brackets x and y, and that is your required answer. Then come to question number 3, exercise 14E now. Question number 3, exercise 14E. Few sums of exercise 14E also. 14E, question number 3C. The question is very simple. Line 5x plus 3y plus 15. 5x plus 3y plus 15 is equal to 0. Meets the y-axis. Meets y-axis. You already know that x is equal to 0 in the given equation. So 3y is equal to minus 15 or y is equal to minus 5. We take x is equal to 0. So I have the point 0 and minus 5. This will become x1 comma y1. So it is x1 comma y1, and find the equation of line through P. Let this point be P, given point 0 comma minus 5, and it is perpendicular to x minus 3y plus 4 as given in the question. You know what to do. X plus 4 is equal to 3y in slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. X upon 3 plus 4 upon 3 is equal to y, or m1 is equal to 1 by 3. m1 is equal to 1 by 3, and because it is perpendicular, so you know m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, 1 by 3 into m2 is equal to minus 1, or m2 is equal to minus 3. You have got the slope, you know the point P and m2 using one point form. You will get your required equation. So this is the hint for question number 3, exercise 14E. Similarly, coming to question number 8, just same question, little language difference only. The question is, question number 8, page 202, exercise 14E, x is equal to 3y plus 2, given 3y plus 2, and he said that a line through origin. So origin 0, 0 will become your x1 comma y1. That's all. So this is x minus 2 is equal to 3y, or x upon 3 minus 2 upon 3 is equal to y. m1 is equal to 1 by 3. If you read and underline in the question, it is written a line through origin meets the line x is equal to 3y plus 2 at right angles. Question number 8, 14E, I am again repeating, a line through origin meets the line x is equal to 3y plus 2 at right angles at point x. So right angles means m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, or 1 by 3, m2 is equal to minus 1, or m2 is equal to minus 3. Now you have the point y minus 0 minus 3 into x minus 0. Y minus 0 minus 3 into x minus 0, or y is equal to minus 3x, or 3x plus y is equal to 0. So this is your equation, but our question does not finish here only, because they have asked you to find the coordinates of x, as we did in question number 22, 24 of exercise 14D, 22 of exercise 14D. So now same thing, I have been given one equation, I have formed one equation. Given equation x minus 3y is equal to 2, this is given equation, and this is framed equation. Again, solve them simultaneously to calculate the coordinates of point x, and that is the question, to calculate the coordinates of point x. Now, moving on the same lines, question number 14, just give you again same hint, exercise 14E, question number 14, it has been given x cos 30 plus y sin 30 is equal to 2. No problems, put the standard values, x root 3 by 2, you know how to do it, we have again done in 9th standard. So root 3x plus y is equal to 4 after taking LCM, or root 3x minus 4 is equal to minus y, and you know your m1 is equal to minus root 3. This is your slope, and you have to find the equation parallel to it. So equation of the line parallel to it, slope m2 will also be equal to minus 3. You use the slope minus 3, you use the point given in the question, that is 4 comma 3. 4 comma 3, this will become x1 comma y1. Slope you already have, use one point form, m into x minus x1, and get your required answer. So again, I have given you the hint, you will solve the sums and you will ask the doubts. Then coming to question number 22. Find the equation of line, passing through point 2 comma 3 and having x-intercept. Please understand children, x-intercept means he's saying that x-intercept is 4 units. That means I'm going to convert it into point. That means 4 comma 0. I have 2 points now, 2 comma 3, and let it be q, point 4 comma 0. How I took the point? They have written x-intercept is 4 units. So if x-intercept, then y will be 0. If y-intercept, then x will be 0. And next, rest you know, that is you have to use 2-point form to point slope first, and then 1-point form to frame the equation of line. 2-point form, then again 1-point form, and then you will get your required answer. So this is again the hint of the question 22, exercise 14E. Then come to question number 25, the ordinate of a point lying on the line. Just to clear it, just a little hint of this question. The ordinate of a point, you know, in x and y, A is said to be abscissa, y is ordinate. So they are saying that ordinate of a point lying on the line is minus 23. I have to find the value of abscissa. And the point is being given to me 6, 4 and 7 minus 5. Again I am explaining the question. This point, this ordinate lies on the line. So I have to form the line first. For that, first slope is equal to minus 5 minus 4 upon 7 minus 6 minus 9. To form the equation, since no condition has been given, so equation will be y minus, I take the first point, let it be A, second point B. So y minus 4 minus 9 into x minus 6. This will be y minus 4 minus 9x plus 6 times 6 are 54, or 9x plus y minus 58 is equal to 0. Now he says that ordinate minus 23, y is lying on the line. So substitute the value is equal to 58 plus 23, that is 9x is equal to 81, or x is equal to 9. So I have found the answer 9 and 23. This is my required answer. Please don't forget to put the formulas, please don't forget to put the forms, because they carry marks. I am telling you again and again. I am not just giving the hints, but you know how to represent the question. You have to write each and everything. Last but not the least, question number 26. Points A and B. Points A and B have coordinates 7 and minus 3. 7 and minus 3 and B is 1 and 9. So first question is very simple. I have to find the slope. You are very well aware of the slope now. Again 2-point form. 9 minus 3 upon 1 minus 7. It is 12 upon minus 6 and this is minus 2. So slope I have to find in the first part. Second part I have to find the equation of perpendicular bisector of line segment AB. Now listen. Perpendicular as well as bisector. That means I have to find the midpoint of AB. Bisector means midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB, that means bisector. It is given in the question bisector. So 7 plus 1 upon 2 midpoint formula, minus 3 plus 9 upon 2, that is 8 upon 2, 4. 9 minus 3, 6 upon 2, that is 3. I got the point, that is x1, y1. I have finished the first condition bisector. Second condition is perpendicularity. I have already found slope MAB. To find the slope of perpendicular equation, I will take M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. M1 will be MAB into M2 is equal to minus 1. MAB minus 2 into M2 is equal to minus 1, or M2 is equal to 1 by 2. I have got the perpendicular slope, I have got the bisector point, so again 1 point form. Y minus 3, 1 by 2, x minus 4. This is my required answer. Perpendicular as well as bisector. Both the conditions I have taken in account. Bisector, midpoint of the 2 points. Perpendicular, M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. And the last is the value of P if minus 2 comma P lies on it. Whatever the equation you will get from here, for example, 2y minus 6 is equal to x minus 4, or third part I am doing now, 2y minus 6 or x minus 2y minus 4 plus 6. I have taken all to the other side. X minus 2y minus 4 minus 6 will become plus 6, or x minus 2y plus 2 is equal to 0. X minus 2y plus 2 0 is equal to 0. Suppose it is my equation, framing of AB, the equation of line AB. So I have to find the value of P if minus 2 comma P lies on it. Lies I have told you in the first exercise. Lies means in place of x you will put minus 2, in place of y you will put P. Abscissa in the place of x, ordinate in the place of b, plus 2 is equal to 0, and do the needful. Whatever, that is your answer. So lies means it is lying on the equation. See, I took the midpoint bisector means midpoint, and I hope, and perpendicularity means m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, and I hope that both the concepts you have understood very nicely. Thank you, children. I have tried my best to make clear all the questions relating to the concepts, and now if you find difficulty, you are going to WhatsApp me in my group. Thank you so much. Please see the video again and again and try your best to understand the chapter. Thank you.